All right, Underwood wins here tonight, 7-1. Here over Clarinda. They punch a ticket here to state. Now here with Garrett Ludd. And Garrett, obviously headed back to state here. Just give us your thoughts, maybe takeaways here from this one.
It's just awesome. I mean, great experience. It's just awesome. I'm so excited.
You had a pretty impressive outing there on the mound. Went with complete game and 10 strikeouts, 1 earned run. What were you able to do to work out there?
I was just able to battle. All the guys behind me were throwing strikes, or they were making plays. They were making all the plays. I don't think we had an error tonight. No, we didn't. And I was just able to throw strikes and worked out.
Certainly, and obviously most of that game off has kind of grinded out a little bit there. Obviously, big 7th inning though for you guys. Just kind of talk about, kind of grinding through that offensively, kind of the mindset for you guys heading to that final inning.
Yeah, we've just had a mentality of passing the baton all year, and that's what we did in that last inning. I think it was just a bunch of singles or walks, and we ended up scoring, 4 there. So it was really great.
And then for you being able to help yourself out kind of early on at the plate as well, how did that help with also how you were able to set the tone on the mound, kind of combining the two?
I mean, it just gave me even more confidence than I had. It's nice to be able to piece a few balls up and find gaps, so that just gave me extra confidence.
Obviously, as I mentioned, 10 strikeouts for you tonight. What was kind of working for you there on the mound here this evening?
Early on, it was my changeup. My changeup worked really well early on. And then I just kind of stuck with my fastball the rest of the game. I mean, that was getting me all my outs, so I don't know why I'd go away from it.
And then next up is state. You're one of the final 8 teams. What's the mindset going into state? Obviously, the goal is to win, but what's kind of your outlook as a team and individually?
Just one game at a time. Just win one game at a time. And if we can do that, hopefully we can find ourselves in that championship game in a position to win.
Did this experience of punching that ticket kind of live up to the hype?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Congrats on the win, man.
Thank you.
Once again, Underwood wins here 7-1 over Clarinda. They punched their ticket here to state. Here now with Mason Boothby, a bit of an offensive contributor here tonight. And Mason, obviously you guys make your way back to state here. Just kind of thoughts and takeaways here from this one.
We knew it was going to be a good team we were coming against, and we knew we had to show up, and good thing we did. Feels really good to move on to state. We haven't done that since 2019, so nobody on this team has gone before. So it'll be a new experience for all of us, but I think we're going to be good to go.
Being a young team, how does that just kind of add to this? Not a single senior on this team, but you guys are still one of the top 8 teams in the state.
Yeah, I mean, we're really young, and people were kind of overlooking us at the beginning of the season because of that. But, I mean, our younger guys have really stepped up. I mean, obviously, Garrett Lutt, pitcher tonight, really stepped up, threw a really good game for us. And, I mean, we only have, 4 juniors, so no seniors. It feels good to have a young team knowing that we can all come back next year and play.
And you also have a good night for yourself, 3 hits, couple of RBIs for you as well. Just kind of speak to your performance and what was kind of working for you there at the plate tonight.
Yeah, just going up there with lots of confidence, knowing something good's going to happen, don't be scared of anything. Staying really confident was the key tonight, and ended up working out for me.
You guys you chipped away throughout the early innings, and then you really, I guess, add some security and really get the bats rolling in that 7th inning. What was kind of the key to chipping away and then finally having that breakthrough?
Knowing, I mean, we got to score to win. Everybody stay confident at the plate, knowing if we just chip across a couple runs every inning, win each inning is our thing. So as long as we win each inning, we can win the game.
On the defensive side, you guys had a couple of jams there throughout that game. You guys worked through them, allowed just obviously that 1 run. Just kind of talk about overall, a pretty clean defensive effort for you guys here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we did give up 1 run, but the goal is to not let it snowball into 3, 4, 5 runs. So keeping it down to 1 and having a clean game all around is always a goal.
And being able to have a little bit more comfortability into that final inning, knowing that all you had to do was get 3 outs and you had a little bit of a cushion too. How did that maybe just add to the feeling of punching that ticket and getting the final out?
Yeah, those runs were big. I mean, had some guys step up, make some good hits and good base running, but I mean, those runs going to the last inning, having more comfort is really big. I know on the other side of that, it's really tough to get an offense going when you're down 6 runs. So.
Obviously, ask Garrett, does it live up to the hype being able to punch a ticket here to state tonight?
It's pretty awesome.
And then what is the outlook? Obviously, the goal is to win, but what is kind of the outlook and mindset? I know it's 1 game at a time, but maybe expand on that.
1 game at a time, 1 inning at a time, 1 pitch at a time. Just keep on winning those, and hopefully it should be a good thing for us. And we're looking forward to also having everybody back next year and to have a good run next year, too.
Awesome. Congrats on the win, man.
It was a team win. We talked about on, I don't remember what day it was. What's today? Tuesday? Saturday. We talked about our bottom of our order, making things happen. Mason had some hits tonight. Garrett had a couple hits tonight. But again, it was our bottom of our order. Seidler lays down a bunt. Gus gets a big hit. That's our 6 and 7 guy, putting the ball in play. Make him field it, and that's just they're buying in to what we're preaching. And we tell them you're not going to get a hit every time, but you put the ball in play, good things can happen. And we're fortunate tonight. We got some bounces to go our way.
What do you think was the difference in that 7th inning? Do you think it was just a matter of persistence? Because you had some chances early in the game, bases loaded, and then you finally put a lot of runs across there.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a great complex. It's a great field Coach Wessel has. The grass is soft. For this late in July, or whatever month it is, middle of July, it's a soft infield. Ours is pretty rough. I'm guessing Clarinda's is pretty rough. So it really slows things down, and Baumgart makes those plays 9 out of 10 times, probably 10 out of 10 times. But I really think it had something to do with the speed and not being able to necessarily go and attack it like you would if it was hard. And that's for everybody. You saw a couple balls in the outfield. We probably could have got another base, but just stopped. So. But again, it goes to the boys, buying into what we were doing and battling with 2 strikes, and again, just very proud of them.
And on Saturday, you kind of said that pitching was the key. I think on Saturday, anytime you have just 1 run allowed, obviously that's kind of an understatement. But what did you like about Garrett's effort tonight?
The fact that he battled back from what he would consider, and I'll be honest, what I would consider for him, kind of a subpar performance against Cherokee. They came out and played. Cherokee came out and played and executed. He's a competitor. He wanted the ball tonight. He didn't have a choice. He was going to get it. Threw all 3 pitches for strikes, located well. Did just fantastic job. Did everything we asked him to do. So obviously very happy for him. Very happy for our team and for our program.
Obviously, Mason, top of your order, has a few hits tonight, a couple of runs driven in for you guys. What did you like about maybe his performance tonight at the plate here tonight?
We've worked on not necessarily taking pitches, if we don't get a call, kind of dwelling on it and, kind of getting upset. And he had a couple balls that, looked, they were called balls that looked inside, and he kept his approach, kept his focus, and had a couple hard hit balls when we needed to. And he's a good leadoff hitter. He kind of makes us go. When he gets on, then we can do stuff with Jack, we can do stuff with Garrett, we can do stuff with Riker. So it was good to see him come up with some hits for us tonight, and glad we could move him around the bases.
Obviously, you guys head back to state. What's kind of the mindset, approach for you guys as you head back to the state tournament here?
I don't know. I really don't know. This is, we talked about this yesterday, that these guys, I've coached state tournaments, Coach Bloom's won state championships. These guys, they were in the state semifinals, some of them football, they've run state track, but they really haven't had to win consecutive games to get to that particular point. And Clarinda had. The 3 out, they got us, I think 3 years ago or 2 years ago, they got us 2-1 at our place. They got back, they're experienced, and that was the thing. Win or lose, we told them we were proud of them. But we kind of considered ourselves an underdog just from the standpoint that they had been through this before, and this is something new for us. So I think we're going to kind of keep that same mentality going up to Carroll. We're very fortunate, and you have to take care of, what you can control. We've got no seniors, so in a perfect world, we'd like to use this as a learning opportunity and kind of see what we can do. But on the flip side, we're going to go out there, and I know these guys are going to compete their tails off.
All right. Thank you.
That's all the way, Coach.